All right, this video is a follow-up with American steel companies and how, if you guys have ever watched John Galt in Atlas Shrugs and then watch how the companies are divided up and how they revolt, the richest people on the planet revolt and start, their own world and get away from the corrupt. And that's the thing. I never really understood Old West and our history, and when I was young, it wasn't really taught well, and I'll tell you that right now, it wasn't. And I went to a couple of public schools in different areas because we moved a lot. So I remember what kind of they taught, and that's just it. When I started really getting older and understanding, it didn't look right. You go from a stagecoach, Jesse James, cowboys and Indians out in the middle of the field while they're trying to build a railroad. And this is the thing, when you look back at history, I need you guys to open your eyes and relook at it different. Forget everything that you know and look at this perspective as a neutral party and understand there are two groups of people, the ones that are controlling us and the slaves. That's us, okay? There's two groups. And they know. I'm telling you right now, Trump knows. What I discovered is absolutely solid proof that these guys have covered up and lied and have covered up major sins. So let's really get into this. And I want you guys to really understand 10 brutal facts about how horrible life was in Pittsburgh steel mills. The air pollution. So I remember watching, what the heck is that guy's name? I just had it because I don't follow celebrities. I never have. I mean, if you play in a movie, I follow you for that character, not who you are in real life. Oh, Bill Maher. He made a crack one night, and I didn't understand why he would say something like that. But he said, he was talking about the air pollution that it used to be in Denver. And it used to be, like this all over the United States. But that's the thing I've noticed, too, in the United States, that it kind of, at the beginning of everything that I've looked at through the old photographs and stuff, it's barren. It's like this barren wasteland. And then as progression moves on, we start growing all these massive trees. Those are markers in time, I'm telling you. And so when people actually catch on to what I discovered, it's, you're going to shit your pants. You're going to shit your fucking pants so fucking bad, your tongue is going to be used like a cheese spreader. Or cheese cutter. Cheese spreader, cheese cutter. One of those two. All right, enough with the jokes. Because I'm telling you, when this hits, this is the only reason I'm wanting to stick around is to see this shit show come to an end with God. And say, and bring peace upon the earth. And the only way we're going to do that is if we truly roll back history and look at it for what it really was and what they are really telling you, instead of the magic spell that they lured you into when you were at school and taught you certain things in certain ways to control you. And I'm going to show you that this is absolutely crazy. I want you to look. These are steel mills, abandoned, glorious steel mills that America used to just have so much pride in our steel. Wealthy, beyond wealth. Everybody used to want to steal from America because it was made a special way. And then we gave all of that away to the rest of the world. We didn't give it away. Because I know I wouldn't have let that happen. But the rich and powerful, that's what they did, is they divided and conquered us. So when you watch the jungle, look at it through those eyes. And they call it the abandonment of small cities. So, like I said, when you look up your history, it's very important to read what they have. And so I'm going to cover that in this video. And I'm going to tie it into Canyon City, and I'm also going to tie it into Central City now. And hopefully this will make more sense to people, because this is a very complex deal. But when you finally grasp what's really happened, then you're gonna really see what's going on. And this, I'm going to tell you that they had this Build Back Better before. They've used this trick. So when they tell you that they've done all of this before, trust me, they've done it all before. And it is obvious when you understand what to look for. Okay, so my Twitter page. I'll just go over this real quick. Me and God have been, we've been at it since I decided to follow him. And what I mean by that is every day I have battles with him on doing what's right. And, if I do something wrong, then I got to answer for it. So the importance of this video is not to, I'm just letting you know, like I'm honest. And I'm honest before my God. And that's why I believe he put me in this position. Not only that, I believe he kind of directed this whole thing with me, and now I see it. I didn't at first, but now I see it. And yeah, let's just keep going. Because I'm telling you, all of this is connected. All of these people are in bed with one another. Okay, so Denver, early history. I kind of went through this in the PDF files. I don't want that. Let's see, let's pull those up. Here we go, PDF files. So I kind of went over all of this and I showed you, here's from the website. And then I downloaded it, PDF filed it, and went over and copied or not copied, but, well, I did copy, but highlighted everything that was very important. And so I went over that. And it's, when you look at all of this with all the fires, disasters, and here's the king pin of this whole thing. And I thought it was kind of funny and interesting that they had Knights of the Leash Stagecoach. So I just thought I'd bring that out. It's actually California miners. But look at the technology and what they had. I mean, seriously, if you think these guys built this stuff overnight, that's what they're telling you, and you're believing it. And if you follow me and understand it, I'm going to show you they built this in a very long age. So until something happened in the 1800s, America was well off. They were coordinated. And what I mean by coordinated, okay, so this is why I believe God sent me here. Let me pull up the Sunborn maps. Oh man, this is so much information to cover. I sometimes get swallowed up in thinking, what can I cover to snap somebody into this to make them see like this is real. This is happening. So in my last video, that's why it's kind of important to watch the other videos, because there's so much information to cover. And before I have ADD, here is that castle, and it's on Laramie Street. Well, this is Laramie Street, this is behind it. And I can find no historical photographs on this at all, except for in these pictures. And the one thing I want to point out is that they have all these spiky things on top of this. And I'm going to tell you right now, I was reading back on history, there was a thing where they proposed light towers to be installed. And I'm going to tell you, if you really understand this and start knowing what you're looking for, you're going to find the tower that they were taking pictures from was one of those light towers at one point in time. And I'll tell you another thing, how to connect all these buildings together, the time period. I noticed a lot of buildings with this mark in it all over Colorado at certain time periods, this building style with this arch and this apostrophe in the middle of the arch. I don't know what else to call it. And then the other thing I'm going to tell you, when you're looking at history, all these companies merged, went bankrupt, so forth. And that's the thing. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained on this, because it is somewhat boring, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've never had more love for the United States and my country and my state than I do now. And I'm going to tell you, what they turned Colorado into is disgusting. And it's going to get worse, guys. And if you don't think these people are crooked, and they've been crooked, well, that's the thing. I'm going to teach you how to really look at the shit that actually happened back then. And I'm going to show you how easy it was for them to start covering up information and changing it however they wanted. Because back then, the only way you were going to get news was by a newspaper. And if you controlled the newspapers, you controlled that. And the thing with Rob, that all of this stuff is connected. It all has meaning, but you have to know what you're looking for. And once you know what you're looking for, you can start putting the puzzle together, and you're going to see it. So let me show you this. This is of Denver. So this, I never seen this one before. This was a new one, so I'll have to take this. And I have so much information loaded on all my Twitter, or not Twitter pages, Google Drives or Google accounts, because it's such a vast variety of information to cover A to A. And so this right here, this is what they're telling you. This Sunborn map in 1887 covers, and then 1890 to 1893. That's what it covers. Okay. So this is you can go into them and you're gonna have to look at this because it's oh, when I put this together, I just was like, holy shit, man, we're dumb or I don't know what to say. People there's two groups, people, and I'm telling you right now, Trump, you know what I'm talking about, so please come clean. I'll stand with you, sir. I will stand right beside you, and I will tell them the truth that I figured it out and it's real. Because when you look at all of this, even on this one, this detailed map, it doesn't show all the water lines that all were put in and all. I mean, you have to think about this. Okay, let's put it this way. I know I'm running this video up again. Damn, it consumes so much information. And trying to point out the obvious. And what gets me is I've already pointed it out a couple of times. I'm like, does not anybody fucking get what I'm trying to tell you? I mean, you have to think about this. Look at it like you were a god, okay? Or a ruler of the world, a really rich, powerful ruler, and look at it this like it's a chess game, because that's what it is. Okay, so until 1870, when Denver first got the railroad, and I'm going to tell you how trickery this is, because Denver, when you know what you're looking for, and you can read through the bullshit and hear what they've said, and PBS is really good on giving information, so I figured it out with all of them. I mean, they gave me all the keys to figure this out. But until 1870, there was no way out of Denver. Denver was a dead-end line. South traffic hub. They even tell you that in the 1921 flood. And that's the thing. Pueblo didn't get the train until 1872. So Pueblo's being the number one, and this is why Pueblo, I believe, was the capital at one time. I'm telling you, there's some weird stuff when you start looking at this, but you got to start putting it together. But it had the largest steel mill east of the Mississippi. It had 4 to 5 smelting plants. Smelting capital of the world. Okay? And the grandeur, largest brick plant east of the Mississippi. So, if they're all of these things, how are they shipping it anywhere until 1872? Because I'm going to tell you reality. Let's do reality on this. And this is what I'm saying. Denver was a dead-end line. I have a couple of maps where it shows it, but that's just it. All of this, when they were going through history, it was all about the lines. And that's kind of like the John Galt thing, that they own the lines between certain sections. Like, I built this section, fuck you, you can't use it because I fucking hate your guts. And then, well, maybe I'll let you because it's going to cost me. Well, okay. But that's how it was, and that's the thing. When you look at history, they talk about the wars. And that's what I'm going to go into, the wars and all of that shit. So please stick with me. I'm going to get there. It's just, yeah, it's a lot. And when it happens, it's going to fuck up your world like no other.